Hello everyone, welcome to my channel IP Tech Lab. So this is the tutorial number 2 of Python from my series Python Tutorial for Beginners 2025. So in the first tutorial, we learned about what is front end, what is back end and Python and how they work together. So this series is basically for people who want to learn Python from scratch, and regardless of whether they are from IT background or not, they can easily learn Python from my Python tutorial series. I will post a link for my Python tutorial series in today's video description as well. So I would request everybody to please go through in sequence from my Python tutorial number 1 and so on. So Python tutorial number 1 we have already covered here. It is on my channel and you can just go through that video to get pretty good knowledge about how all these things work together and how Python works actually. So today what we are going to do is we are going to install Python and we are going to install PyCharm. So PyCharm is something in which we are going to write all our Python code and we are going to execute all our Python scripts and Python code from PyCharm. All right, so to start that, first you need to go to your search box. So like I am using Windows 11, depending on what version of Windows you are using, or if you are using MacBook, so you have to like go to your command prompt. So in Windows, just type in cmd and then you hit enter. Then this will take you to a command prompt here. So now this is your command prompt. Now if you type in here Python hyphen version, right? So just you have to type in Python and then a space, then hyphen and then version. Now hit enter after that. So this will tell you if you already have a previous installed version of Python on your system, it will tell you which version of Python is installed on your system. So if you guys have any Python version installed on your system, which is either 3.9 or less or low, then you can choose to go with some recent versions of Python. So to do that, like let's say if you have Python 3.7, Python 3.6 on your system, or 3.8 or 3.5, whichever. So I would recommend to go to somewhat little bit one of the later versions of Python. So basically those old versions you have to first uninstall from your system. And to do that, what you have to do is you have to go again to your search box at the bottom, and then you have to search for control panel, right? So once you search for control panel here, and then you will see on the top control panel, you click on the control panel. So on your control panel, you have to go look for programs and you have to go uninstall a program. So when you click on uninstall a program, then you have to, there is a search box on the top here, on the top right. In the search box, you type in Python here. So then anything related to Python that you have installed, those things will come up. So I have these two things, a Python launcher and this Python 3.13 version. So both of these I have to first uninstall, and then we are going to install fresh Python version again. So then you click on Python launcher. Once you click on it, you will see this option of uninstall. Then you click on uninstall, and then you click on yes. And then this will uninstall Python launcher, right? So once that is done, then you click on Python 3.13.2, and then you again click on uninstall on this one. So it is uninstalling this as well. So we have to wait until it successfully uninstalls Python from our system. All right, so once Python will be uninstalled, you should see a message like this: uninstall was successful. So now Python has been successfully uninstalled, and you have to close this window and close the programs and features again. And again, go back to your command prompt. So in your command prompt again, you have to type in Python space hyphen hyphen version again and hit enter on your system. And then now you can see Python was not found. So basically, we have successfully uninstalled Python completely from our system. Now, to install a fresh version of Python, you have to go to your Google Chrome, then go to your new tab, and then you have to type in python.org, right? So go to python.org, and then if you go to downloads over here, inside your downloads, you have option for Windows. So whoever is using Windows laptops, or if you're using your own PC personal computers, then you can choose this option for Windows. Or if you're using Mac OS, then you have to click on Mac OS. If you're using Apple MacBook or something, then you have to go and download the version for Mac OS. But since I'm using Windows 11, so I have to go and download for Windows. This is the latest version, Python 3.13. And you just click on this, and the download should automatically start. So once it will successfully download it, then you have to go through the folder where you have downloaded it. Now, once you come to the folder where you have downloaded the version of Python, then you have to double click on it. So once you do that, it is asking you to install Python 3.1, 3.2, 64-bit. So that's right. And then you just click on add python.exe to path in the bottom. And then you click on install now. So now, as you can see, it is telling us that setup was successful. So Python now has been installed on our system, and the version is 3.13.2. So now you can close this window. Okay, now we have to download and install the PyCharm. So again, we have to go to our command prompt, and again, you have to check if there is already an existing version of PyCharm installed. So you have to type in here PyCharm space hyphen hyphen version, and then hit enter. Oh, okay. So it says like Python, PyCharm, some version of PyCharm is already installed on our system, right? So basically, we have to first uninstall this old PyCharm version, and then we will install a new PyCharm version from its official website. Now, again, to do that, go to your search bar on your bottom, and then again you have to type in control panel, and you have to click on control panel here. And once you do that, your control panel will open. Again, the same process. You have to look for programs, and you have to click on uninstall a program over here. So once you click on uninstall a program, then on the top search box here, just type PyCharm. Sorry, the typo. Just type in PyCharm and then click on enter, and then this is, you can see that we have this PyCharm community edition already installed previously. So you click on this, and then you click on uninstall, then click on yes. Okay, so these are the previous PyCharm, previous local history and settings and installed plugins. I am deleting all this from my machine. You click on uninstall. So again, guys, if you don't have any PyCharm installed or Python installed, then you don't have to follow the uninstallation steps. Just go through my video and just only follow the new Python installation uh, steps that we followed in this video, right? So you don't have to go through all these uninstalling things. Okay, so now uninstallation has been complete for PyCharm, and then you close this window again. And now again, we can close this programs and features from control panel. And again, now PyCharm, now again, go to your command prompt and you again type in PyCharm hyphen hyphen version. Now it says PyCharm is not recognized, right? Because we uninstalled it. Now again, we have to go to our Google Chrome. Just go to a new tab here. Then here you have to search for PyCharm, right? Just search PyCharm and hit enter. The very first link that you see here is from the jetbrains.com's PyCharm. Then here you click on this link, right? Okay, once you come here, jetbrains.com's slash PyCharm. Now here you can see uh, PyCharm IDE for data and web professionals. So this will be the integrated development environment, which we call, and from here you should be able to download your PyCharm. So now what we have to go, like, just go scroll all the way to the top and you click on download here. Once you click on download, you will come to this page and you can see there are multiple options here. So we have selected the Windows option here. By default, it is showing the Windows option. The second option is for Mac operating system. So all the people who are using the Apple MacBooks, they need to go and download the version for Mac operating system. But you have to make sure one thing here, that we are not going to use PyCharm Professional, right? Going to use, we are going to download the PyCharm Community Edition. So since I'm using Windows 11, so I'm going to click on Windows, and we are not going to download this PyCharm Professional. Instead, you go and scroll down. So you scroll down until you see this PyCharm Community Edition. So I will download this for my Windows. So you click on download. Again, your download should automatically start after you click on download here. And as you can see on the top right, the download is going on, and we are just going to wait until the downloading is done. Okay, so once the PyCharm Community Edition is downloaded successfully, then you have to go to the folder where you downloaded it, and then you just need to double click on PyCharm Community Edition. So this is going to be an executable file, and then you just click on yes over here, and then it is going to open up this setup window. So this is a PyCharm Community Edition setup, and then you just click on next to continue. Now this is showing you the destination folder where in your system where you want to install the PyCharm Community Edition. So I will just keep the default path. For me, it is in my C folder, Z program files in JetBrains and PyCharm. So I don't want to change this destination folder, so I'll just keep it the same. And make sure you have at least 2 GB or more space available in your system for PyCharm to successfully download, successfully install, right? So click on next over here. Now there are multiple options here. These are your installation options. So basically what it is asking here is if you want to create a desktop shortcut. So after we are done installing PyCharm, if you want to create a desktop shortcut, that is a good idea, because you can directly open your PyCharm Community Edition from your desktop itself, right? Otherwise, you will have to go to the actual location of wherever you installed PyCharm in your machine. Like for me, it was C, PyCharm, and then in the JetBrains folder, right? But I will instead create a desktop shortcut for PyCharm Community Edition. Now, next thing it is asking is to update the path variable. So you can select check mark on this. Now, what this is going to do is add bin folder to the path. So what this is going to do is, like in future, if you want to run if PyCharm directly from your command prompt, you can do that if you select this option. So you can select this option for now. And then we have another option here, update context menu. It says add open folder as project. So by checking this, what will happen is, like if there is any folder anywhere in your laptop or your PC, so you can say any folder, like I have a new folder here, right? If you can see my cursor. So if you click on any of your folders, then it will give you the option to open that particular folder as a project in PyCharm. So if you want to have that option, then you can click, do a tick mark on this. Then last thing is create associations .py. So this .py is very important to understand, because just like many files you will see, if you have ever seen Microsoft Excel files, those are generally saved as a .xls, right? The same way there are Microsoft Word files which are the .docx or something is the extension for that. The same way there are PDF files, there are image files like JPG or PNG, right? Those are all the file extensions. The same way when we write a Python script, or so all the Python scripts, Python code is written into a file, and that file is saved with a .py extension. So just remember that. So what we are doing here is create associations with .py. What it means is, like if we have Python code written anywhere and we have Python files saved in our system with a .py extension, then those .py files, if we tick mark here, then when we will open those files, those files will directly open into PyCharm. This is what is meant by creating associations with .py. So you can tick mark on that, and then you can click on next. So here, just leave it as it is, and then you click on install. Now we just need to wait until the installation is done for PyCharm. Okay, so once the PyCharm Community Edition will be completely installed, you will see a screen like this, and it is asking you in order to complete the installation of PyCharm Community Edition, then you must restart your computer, right? So you can click on reboot now, and after that you need to click on finish. And once you click on finish, it will reboot your system. Okay, so once after installing the Python and PyCharm, and once your system reboots and it has restarted, then again you have to go to your search bar and again open the command prompt again. Just type in cmd, then hit enter. Now in your command prompt, now after both of the things have been installed, now you have to type in here again Python and space hyphen hyphen version, right? Hit enter, and now it is showing us the latest version of Python that we just installed today. And the same we have to check with PyCharm space hyphen hyphen version, right? So when you enter that, and then now we have installed this PyCharm new version, right? So don't worry about all these warnings. So basically, now we have Python and PyCharm, both of them installed on our machine. Now, the thing is how to open PyCharm. So, like what I do is like this. I downloaded these. These were the setups, the executable files for Python, and this one was for the PyCharm. But after PyCharm has been installed, we have this PyCharm Community Edition. This came because of we selected the desktop shortcut during the installation of PyCharm. That's why how I got this. Now, so this PyCharm Community Edition that we have installed now, you can drag it to your taskbar, right? And you can leave it here. So now this PyCharm has been added to your taskbar here on the bottom. And after that, from here, you don't need all these things on your desktop. You can just do a shift plus delete on these things, right? But now, whenever you have to use PyCharm, you can always go to your desktop, and in your bottom taskbar here, you will see a PyCharm Community Edition always here. So now you can just simple click on this and it will open PyCharm for you. So we are just going to wait until the PyCharm Community Edition it opens up. So once PyCharm Community Edition has been downloaded and installed, and once you open it for the first time, you will see a screen like this. So it says welcome to PyCharm. And over here on the left hand side, you can see projects and you can customize. There are some plugins you can download, right? But here now we have to go, we can create multiple projects, as many projects as we want over here. So what we are going to do is we are going to click on new project here. Just click on new project. So now new project, it is telling you the location, showing you the location of your new project. So for me, it is this path, and then you can name the project whatever you want. So the last thing I am going to edit here is I'm going to type in Python and then YT. So this is going to be my project, Python YT. And this where this Python project is going to be located is on this path inside my C users, and then this is the whole path in which my Python project will be located, right? So once you do that, now it is asking you to choose the Python version. So here today we installed the Python 3.1, 3.2 version. By default, it will already be there. Now, if you have any multiple different versions installed, then if you see here, when you clicked on the drop down menu here, it is showing you the different versions of Python here. So basically, if you select and choose any of these, it will automatically download those versions, and then you should be able to install those versions as well in case if you want to use those old Python versions for your project. So there are different project needs all the time. In some projects, you might want to use old versions of Python. In those cases, you can choose to do this. But for our tutorials and our learning concept, so I will leave the Python version to the default that we downloaded today. So I'm not going to change anything over here, and then you just have to change the last name of your project here. Once you do that, then you click on create at the bottom, and it will create a project for you. Okay, so once it will create a project for you, you can see here on the left hand side, this window here on the left hand side is your project explorer. So here If you click on here, the project here, right? So you have multiple options here: project files, or open files, right? All these options you have. And the project that we have currently open is our Python YT project, right? And then there are options over here at the top as well. So here, once you click on the three lines over here, you will see some file, edit, view, and all these options. So from here also you can go to file, and then you can always go to a new project whenever you want to create a new project over here, right? So whenever you have to close the current project, you can choose to close the project. So there are a lot of options available over here. And then this Python YT is our going project in which we are going to work. So if you see this drop down arrow here, so if you click on this, then it will show you what's there in your Python YT project. So by default, the PyCharm creates this virtual environment for you. Then inside that we have these folders, a library folder and scripts and a few other things. So over here, this is on the left hand side is your project explorer. On the right hand side is going to be the screen where we are going to be writing our Python code. So to do that, first go to your Python YT project and then right click on this, right? And after you right click on that, you go to new, and then you create a Python package, right? So click on Python package here, and then we can name the Python package whatever we want. So for the first Python package, I'm just going to type in test underscore sample. This is I'm just showing you how to create Python packages. And just to give you an idea what a Python package is and how it works. So just name it as test underscore sample and then click enter. And then here, after that, you will see a new folder inside your Python YT. There will be a new folder test underscore sample. So basically, whenever this drop down, you can see whenever you want to close any drop down here, you can click again on the drop down and it will close the virtual environment here. .venv virtual environment, which was automatically created by PyCharm when you created this project. Whenever you have to open any project or any subfolders or packages, you can always click on these drop down menus and you can see what's there inside. So all these things here, you can see lib scripts, .git ignore, and all these things. These are inside .venv virtual environment folder, or you can say a package. So you can close this from this drop down menu. Now we have created this test underscore sample, which is a Python package. Now inside this package, if you see here, if you open it, there is nothing other than this init.py file, right? So inside this package, we are going to create our first Python file. So inside this package, you right click on this package and then you go to new, and then you have to select a Python file. Just go to your Python file and then you can again name it whatever you want. But I am just going to type in here test1.py, right? So then you click on enter. Now you can see here that on the left hand side is your project explorer. So from here you can go to your project, you can go to your packages, and you can go to your Python files. The first Python file that we created is test1.py and it is empty. So on the right hand side you will see that the file that we just created is opened up. Now here it is an empty file. There is no Python code written in there because we just created it. Now, other thing that I have to show you here is how to just write a simple line in Python. Basically, Python, how Python works and what are the things in Python, I will show you from scratch. But for just today, I'm showing you PyCharm instead of Python. So just get a basic idea of PyCharm first. So here in your test1.py, then you type in here print. You can type in here hello, right? So you just have to type it exactly how I have typed in here. So you type in print, then it is a round bracket. You have to use the open parenthesis, then double inverted commas, right? And inside that you have to type in hello, and then you have to close in your double inverted commas, and you have to close in your parenthesis, the round brackets. So once you type this exactly as it is, don't worry how this is going to work. Don't worry what this Python code is going to do and all, because we are going to learn this from scratch. But for us to make sure that you have successfully installed PyCharm and that your code is working properly, so this video is only about this part. That I just want to make sure that whatever I am doing, you are following that, and then you should achieve the same results which I'm going to achieve right now. So you type in print hello, and then on the top here you can see the current file, right? Current file means like sometimes we might have like many multiple files. Now right now we only have one file which is called test1.py. Tomorrow we can have multiple files with different names, test2.py, test3.py, or whatever, right? So from here, you can choose which file you want to execute or which file you want to run. So we can leave this to current file, right? You don't have to change it because we want to run the current file, which is test1.py right now. So now this button you see next to that is your run button. So it says if you hover over to this option, you can see it says run test1.py. So then you click on this. Once you click on this, on the bottom, you will see a new window opens up. Now, this is where you can see your output. Output means whatever you write in your code and in your file, in as a Python script, whatever you will write in your .py file. And once you execute your .py file from this button, you will be able to see the output of that. So here in this line, all you have to understand is that we printed something, that we printed hello, and then this is exactly what we are seeing here in our output, hello, right? So there are three things here which I showed you today. On the left hand side is your project explorer, where you can navigate into your project, into all the files and packages that you might have, because this is just the beginning. So you are only able to see one name of the Python YT project here, then just one package and one file we created. But when projects grow bigger, then there are so many packages and so many files in there which you can navigate to from your project explorer window here. And on the right hand side is the file that we created, and we opened that file, that Python file. And inside that file, this is the code that we write today. And then after writing this code, we just went over here. We made sure that this is the current file that we are executing. And then we clicked on run button. So once you clicked on run button, then this window comes up at the bottom. And this shows you the output of your code, which is hello, right? So this is going to be it for today's tutorial, because I just want to make sure that we are on the same page going forward from the next tutorials, because From next tutorials, we are going to start from the absolute basics of Python programming language and what are the things in the Python programming language. So I will show you all those things from scratch. But if you have followed me step by step until here, then you should have the Python installed on your system successfully, and you should also have PyCharm installed in your system. And also you should have this Python project created in your PyCharm. And inside that project, this was just the sample package. A package is just a folder that you have in your Python project. And inside that package, we created a .py, any Python file. You can name it whatever you want. But from our future tutorials, we will create the actual packages. We will create the actual files with a meaningful name, so that it's going to be easy for you to understand going forward, right? All right, so this is it for today, and I hope you have got through this point with me on the installation part. All right, thank you so much for watching my today's tutorial, and I hope you found the step-by-step guide on installation of PyCharm and Python useful. So if you liked this video, don't forget to hit that like button and share it with others who might find it helpful. And also please do subscribe to the channel for more Python tutorials. If you run into any trouble while downloading or installing Python or PyCharm, just feel free to drop a comment below and I will be happy to help you out. So also, if you would like access to a full detailed documentation on today's installation process or any additional resources to help with your Python, then you can consider joining me on Ko-Fi. So ko-fi.com is a platform, and then you just have to type in this URL, type in this link, or I can post my Ko-Fi link in my video description as well. So here you can come and join me. If you like my content, you can voluntarily support me if you want, or otherwise I have a monthly membership option here for my members, so you can join my monthly membership. So for members, I'll be posting all the detailed documents and resources related to all the videos that I post on YouTube for free. So that's what you are gonna get if you get my membership on Ko-Fi. All the notes, documents, and resources for each tutorial that I post on YouTube. And also I have a Ko-Fi shop over here. If you go to my Ko-Fi shop, then here there will be like different things for non-members. So all the documents and resources that I post for my members for free, the same documents and resources will be available here for non-members, non-monthly members, and they can purchase those individual documents related to any topic of Python that they want, right? And the same way, I have some the same things for members only, and these will be easily accessible by my monthly members for free. All right, so I will see you in the next video. Till then, take care.